Hello, welcome to WrestleCrack. I'm Nicky McVeeny, aka Mitch Bet, aka the Italian Rapscallion. Today I'm going to be talking about WWE, the commentary team, what happened this week on Raw, briefly, and an idea that I've got for Axel and Sandow. I'll get to that later. So first I just want to say thanks for watching, and here goes. So first, when I talk about Raw this week, I think it was a great show. I think it was one of the best we've had for a while. I think starting the show with Sheamus and New Day, I think putting them together is excellent. Just it gives Sheamus a new dimension to his character. I think he knocked it out of the park with what he was given with New Day. I think getting their heat passed over to Sheamus is perfect. I think what they've done at the end of the show with the League of Nations getting together is perfect. I think Del Rio, Barrett were floundering. Del Rio with the Mex America stuff was just a bit shit. Barrett with his King of the Ring gimmick, which he should drop by now. He was saying on the network's roundtable thing, he was saying to William Regal and Sheamus, he was laughing about how crappy King of the Ring he was. If he doesn't believe in it, which he clearly doesn't, and he's got no reason to, because I've buried him since he won, that he should needs to drop it. Anyway. Them two will benefit from it. I think Rusev's a perfect addition to it, and I think it's given Sheamus a platform for him to look more important than the rest, which is perfect, being that he's a champion. So it makes him look better than he did before he cashed in. So I think that's really good. I like the build up. I like the fact that telling you the what's going to happen on the pay-per-view, because the last few pay-per-views have been so hit-y-missy with they're not putting the matches on the card till really late, or they're just throwing them on there literally on the day of the day of the pay-per-view. So I like how they're building the tag team match, the IC title match, the world title match. You can see where they're going with the divas with Paige and Charlotte and Becky Lynch. I think that's all really good. So I can't complain about Raw at all this week. The only thing I'm going to touch on now is the commentary. I think it's always the same. It's always the same crap. Whether no matter who's commentating, what combination of people, they're always throwing out the same cliches and not talking about what's going on in the ring. And it's just, especially on SmackDown, it's worse because you've got JBL and Booker T just laying it at Byron Saxton the whole time. I don't really like Byron Saxton, but I just think he's there to be the anchor. They shouldn't be doing that. It doesn't make any sense apart from amuse JBL or whoever's amusing. Just to lay it to Saxton, he should be the one who's the voice of the show. They should just be adding little comments in as colour commentators. That's what they're there to do. But they don't seem to. Same with Raw. Jerry Lawler especially, I don't understand how he's still doing commentary. The sack JR, who was the star of them two, and they've still got Lawler there, and he's outdated, his jokes are shit. Some of the cliches that he says just drive us bonkers. It's not just him as well, a lot of them say, especially the young ones coming in now, they're saying the things that he says, like someone's got a bird's eye view of what's going on. In a bird's eye view, I don't know if it's different in America, but surely it can't be. A bird's eye view is what a bird sees, a bird's view, which is up here. Nobody sees whatever's happening in the ring from up here unless you Sting 1997 or whatever. So I don't know why he sees it when people are outside the ring or when they're sitting on comedy, or they've got a bird's eye view. They haven't got a bird's eye view. It doesn't make any sense. It drives us bonkers. And the other thing that he says, which is apart from all these crap jokes, is what he says. What did he say? What was it? Turnabout's fair play. He says it, and now JBL says it, and now Saxton says it, and I don't know, I can't remember all the crap names for the other commentators, Rich Swan or Tom Phillips or whatever they're called anyway. They're all saying this phrase, and I think surely there's another way you can say it, so everyone's not saying this fucking crap phrase. Just karma. That's what it is. That's what this phrase is saying. You can say a million ways to put it. But saying that phrase all the time, it just boggles my mind. Anyway, that's me ranting over about the commentators. Actually, I think before I finish on the commentary, I think there's a lot of people who are on the roster who have either done stints as on commentary, or have got the potential to be commentators, or at least try it out, as Taz did, as Lawler was given a chance to. And JBL too, obviously given a chance to when they're retired. I think you've had Wade Barrett used to do it in FCW. He was really good at it when he wasn't called Wade Barrett, he was called something else. The Miz done it on main event, he done a good job. Jimmy Uso done it on SmackDown, he done a good job. I'm sure they've got a lot of people, other people on the on the roster who can talk. Dolph Ziggler could do it. People who can talk, know what they're talking about in the ring. They could do a better job than JBL or Booker T or Jerry Lawler could. I don't understand why they're sticking with these people. If they want to keep them on, send them backstage and get them JBL to work with people, work with a talent type of thing. You don't have to have them on commentary, especially just because to give them a job, especially when they're not really doing what they're supposed to be doing. That's my rant over now. And my last thing, I just want to talk about this idea I've had for Axel and Sandow. I watched on WWE Network, they had top 10 list of vignettes or something, and they had Goldust and all the normal ones, William Regals, and the number one was the the Mr. Perfect intro video where he's throwing the basketball in and he's hitting the clean up and pool in one shot, and he's doing all the rest of it. He's swimming really fast and he's lapping himself and he's doing all this. I think they should do that again with Curtis Axel and Damien Sandow. They should have Curtis Axel doing it more in a comedy type thing. Curtis Axel's throwing the ball, he's celebrating, thinking it's gone in. Damien Sandow runs around the back with some lads, puts it in the net and does it. He turns around and sees it go down, and everyone. Axel thinks he's really Mr. Perfect. Sandow's really doing all the leg work. It's sort of the same dynamic as you had with him and Miz. So you've got that. So Axel's hit the pool ball, he's turning around celebrating. Sandow's putting all the balls in the pockets. And just go through all the vignettes that are done with Mr. Perfect. He's hole in one, he hits it. Sandow catches it, runs it, puts it in the hole. Stuff like that. I just can't understand how people who work there haven't thought of this already. They're getting paid to think of things like this and they don't. I'm sitting on my sofa and I've thought of it. Anyway, so I think doing that, build it up for 6-7 weeks, copy all the vignettes they've done back in the day with Mr. Perfect. You'll get both of them over massively when they come on the roster. Come back in the ring after all the vignettes. They'll be super over. Everyone want to see what they're doing, and they can play off that in the ring. Whether it's Mr. Curtis Axel thinking he's hit him with a perfect plex and he's going to get the win, and he's celebrating. Then Sandow comes in, hits him with a chair or hits him with another move, so he's flat out, and then Axel can get the win. They can just build on it, and I think obviously eventually they'll split up and go at each other. And by then they'll both be stars because it'll get people involved in them again. I think people want a reason to be involved in Sandow again, so that gives them that. And Axel needs something. I think putting him in a tag team, as it worked a little bit when he was at Ryback, and give him a bit more exposure and a bit more something to do. And when he was doing the Hulk Hogan stuff, that gave him the comedy edge to his character, and I think that worked. So combine all them together and you put this whole thing together, I think it'd be perfect. Just a thought if anyone's watching. And last week I said I was going to have a Wrestler of the Week and a match on the network to watch of the week. The Wrestler of the Week this week is going to be Sheamus. I know the WWE give him the platform with the ceremony and the confetti and the New Day for it to start off with, and with the League of Nations at the end and all that sort of stuff, but he knocked it out of the park and he was the star of the show. So Sheamus is the Wrestler of the Week. And for the match of the week, it's a special match for me. It's a match I got us back into wrestling. I sort of watched it when I was younger and a bit in the 90s, and then towards the back end of the 90s I'd heard about Stone Cold, I heard about this, heard about that. Then in 99 I've seen the Royal Rumble and I thought it's picking back up. Then I've seen the Valentine's Day Massacre, and then I don't think I had Sky or whatever at the time, so it was bits and pieces. I seen Austin get knocked over, and the next thing I watched was the Armageddon pay-per-view 1999, the last one of the year. After I watched that was it, and I didn't miss a pay-per-view again. So the match I'm talking about is Vince McMahon versus Triple H. It was a street fight, I think. There was maybe something on the line, maybe Stephanie was on the line or something like that. But just looking at it now from where they both are now in the company, I think it's really interesting. I think it was a great match, and the twist at the end, if you haven't seen it, quality. That's it, that's the match of the week, the Wrestler of the Week. Hope you enjoyed the show. Come back next week and I'll see you then. Peace!